And today I have with me Jessica Kramer and their boyfriend Seth. And some of you who follow Radiant Abilities may remember Jessica from her wonderful blog posts as a guest writer at Radiant Abilities, writing about living with a disability. And earlier this year, Jessica took my online course. This year, Jessica did my online course, Dating, Relationships, and Disability, How to Succeed and Have Confidence. And shortly after that, she emailed me that she had met the secret guy named Seth. So today, Seth and Jessica are joining us to talk about dating, how they initially met each other, and having a good, healthy relationship. So welcome to you both.
Well, thank you. Hello.
And Jessica, I'm going to begin with you since you did take the online course. And what would you say was the most you got from taking the course and why?
I would say it was kind of the idea that you need to realize their reaction towards you has nothing really to do with you.
Okay.
You should be very confident in your disability identity, and whatever their reaction is has more to do with that person than it does with you.
Okay. So really separating you from other people's reaction.
Yes.
Of you, especially in the dating world.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So as you know from the course teaches a lot about the foundation of having a positive belief in not only yourself but your disability. Can you talk about how learning positive beliefs in yourself helped with dating?
So I would say that really got to have be comfortable with you in order to be comfortable with another person. So really what that course did was just having you accept yourself, because you have disability is very stigmatized, and it can be hard to see yourself with your disability, and you have to realize that is a part of you, and it's a good part of you. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. I think part of that course would be to help you positively see yourself as having this disability identity. And I think once you get that positive disability identity, then it's easier to show that positive disability to somebody else. Because it does have that stigmatization along with it. So I think it helps your partner, this is my disability, it's good, accept it.
Okay. Because so would you say that in the dating arena that disability is still very stigmatized?
I would definitely say that, just because of how disability is presented more within the broader society as something that kind of needs to be cared for or fixed, or is very shied away from, or it's we can't talk about that because we're trying to be polite.
Right.
I think that's hard then when you try to do it in a dating situation where you're trying to get to know someone. There's romantic stuff is involved, and disability usually is not put into that sphere. It's very medicalized.
Right. right. Yes. So I have begun teaching when I teach the course about dating confidence, quote unquote dating confidence, which is different from typical confidence. How would you say the course helped you in gaining dating confidence?
I think you gotta just realize that you gotta put yourself out there, which is a kind of different confidence, because you could be confident within yourself, but when you ask a person, especially someone that you want more of like a romantic relationship with, you got to be confident enough in yourself to be like, this person, if he is the right one for me, is just gonna accept it. That's a little different than talking to, I don't know, a stranger, someone that you might have more of a casual relationship with. So really, you got to have that confidence within yourself, another person too, to be like, I deserve this type of relationship. So I think that first step is to have that dating confidence, to realize you do deserve to have this romantic relationship.
I like that. Having deserving that type of relationship. I like how you put that. This is more, not so much about dating, but I am curious. Across the board, disability or no disability, people tend not to finish online courses. What helped you finish the dating course?
I really liked that it could be your own pace.
Okay.
That really helped, so that you didn't have like this schedule to stick to.
Okay.
Kind of do it whenever you wanted, especially if like you could do it, I think, as you were going through a relationship. You know, it was set up to have different like aspects, which I think was great. And it also looked like you could kind of jump around as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I think so you didn't have to, like, it helped to do it in order, but you didn't necessarily have to do it in order. And then I liked at the end that it had a lot of different resources,
Okay.
which I think really helped me, because I was like, what are these other resources and how does this fit into what you are talking about?
Okay. Was there any discipline you did, like 30 minutes a day, or any strategy that you used to help you complete the course?
So I just kind of was like, you know, I was really interested in the content, which really so I'm like, I really am interested in the first module. So I just did all of that, and then and if I was still really interested, I really went on the second one. But if I'm like, okay, that's good, then tomorrow I'll do this.
Okay. Great. Okay. On to more self-esteem and confidence questions. Dating, relationships, and disability. The course also teaches about attracting the right partner for you. How did the course give you that clarity on the right partner for you?
I think it was really helpful. You know, you had that module, that that worksheet then that was like, what qualities are you looking for?
Yeah.
And it was helpful to just kind of think about that. Like, what is it, something that I really want and really need in a partner? Which then makes it easier, I think, to recognize it once you meet that person, because you kind of know what you're looking for already. You kind of planned out what would make the perfect partner for you.
Did it help you weed out any people? And they
Yeah.
that's the awful phrase. Weed
But no,
out.
yeah, no,
You
yeah,
know
because,
what I mean?
yeah, because I really was like these certain qualities are things that I must have in a partner. And if you meet someone that doesn't have one of those, and it's like, no, that's not gonna work. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that.
Okay. Okay, great. In the blog that you wrote that will be coming out, you said, and I quote, "Online dating provided me the perfect space to present myself without the instantaneous, socially constructed assumption of who a visible disabled person is." Can you elaborate more on how online dating helped you with that?
So for me, online dating, was a space where I could kind of present myself without like that first initial like in-person meeting, because sometimes like the in-person meeting can force me to kind of disclose right. And so I liked having that platform where I could, especially the platform I used was OkCupid, so you could answer a bunch of questions that really, got into more of your personal beliefs, personality. So then you could be like this person before you were this person with a disability.
Right.
So
Okay, so it gave you time to share who you are before being possibly judged.
right.
Would you say?
Yeah, that would, yeah, definitely. And also, I think it helped because then this person we could get a little more comfortable before I, disclosed, though in my profile, I didn't like hide the fact that I had a disability,
Right.
so that I knew whoever, commented or, we went to more of like a chatting phase, then they already had kind of an idea that I was much into disability related advocacy and everything. And I thought if they're going to be okay with that, then they should be okay with me and that I also have a disability.
Okay. And again, another general question as someone who is older and was single pre-smartphone days, can you comment on if apps and dating apps are any easier than dating sites to use? Especially for people with disabilities.
So clarification, do you want why online dating is better?
Not apps. Using
Okay.
the app versus going through the website. Is there any advantage?
I mean, they're pretty similar. Usually because like the dating website sometimes has also the dating app with it, but I liked having the app because I don't know, it was a little more convenient for me. So it wasn't necessarily like this big chore that I had to go actually on the website. Like it was with me. It made it more accessible, I believe, for me. And then it was really more of like this, once I, started talking to someone, it was more of like I think more of like a connection, because I felt like it was on my phone and not like on some computer.
Oh, I never thought of that before.
Yeah.
And did you say you were on OkCupid?
Yes.
Okay, and would you recommend them or any other?
I would, because you can do it with you can do a free version of it, which is nice, and then it's also very I think comprehensive because they have a lot of questions. It's mostly based on answering questions, which really helps. And then based on your answers, it shows how compatible you are with someone, which I really liked, because then it talks about, you know, like religion and like family values and political values, things that could become issues later on in relationships.
Right. Okay. So many people would